Good morning students, welcome back to Information Technologies. In today's lectures you are going to learn the new topic, that is server side scripting, PHP, hypertext preprocesses. So in these lessons you are going to learn hypertext preprocesses is widely used open source general purpose scripting language, and it is especially suited for web development and can be embedded into HTML. So let's begin with the introduction to PHP. So PHP is widely used open source general purpose scripting language, and it is used for creating dynamic web pages. So PHP runs on various platforms, that is Linux, Unix, Mac OS, Windows, etc. You can use PHP on different operating system, that is Linux, Unix, Mac OS and Windows, etc. So PHP is compatible with almost all server use today. For example, XAMPP, Apache, Nginx and LightPD. So these are the different server. On this server now PHP is compatible. So PHP supports a wide range of database. PHP supports wide range of database, and PHP is free and one can download it from the official PHP resource, that is www.php.net. From here you can download. So PHP is open source and it is easy to learn and run efficiently on the server side. PHP is server side. Before that you have learned one scripting language, that is called JavaScript, and JavaScript itself run on the client machine, but this PHP program will run on the server. That's why you are going to install first any server, that is XAMPP server, Apache, Nginx or LightPD. So any one server you have to install before you start learning the preprocessor hypertext preprocessors. So this language you are going to learn. While learning this language you need the server. So PHP run on various platforms, so that is Linux, Unix, Mac OS and Windows, etc. Now let's see the server side scripting. A server side scripting is a computer system that serves as a central repository of data and program and is shared by the clients. Means when you have written any program by using the client machine, it will send to the server and then server display the output. The server side environment that runs a scripting language and is termed web server, and a user request is fulfilled by the running a script directly on the web server to generate dynamic HTML pages, and this HTML is then sent to the client browser. It is usually used to provide interactive website and that interface with the database or other data store on the server. My dear students, when we are learning any programming language, we must know that what type of language, what type of scripting we are learning. In the last sessions we have learned the JavaScript, and today's lectures we are learning the server side scripting. The server side and the client side is totally different from each other's, because client's side script reside on the client machine and the server side script is reside on the server machine. So there is a front end and the back end. So back end, whatever code we are writing, that code will be the hidden code and the user is not able to see that what the code is written, but the server display the output on the client machine. So the PHP is the server side scripting, and what the code you are written, that will be the back end, and the backend code will be the hidden code and it will be not seen on the page, but the output will be displayed on the page, and that's why we can use this type of scripting language in the HTML. The server side scripting systems directly executed on the web server to generate dynamic HTML page, and this HTML is then sent to the client browser, and it is usually used to provide interactive website and that interface with the database or the other data store on the server. Now few programming language we are going to see here, that is PHP. PHP means hypertext preprocessor. PHP means hypertext preprocessor and is a widely used open source general purpose language, scripting language. Then the Java and JSP, and then the Python. These are the three programming languages are there, and PHP mainly focuses on the server side scripting and which is used to collect from data. generated dynamic page content, or send and receive cookies. Now there are three things to make the work. There are three things to make the work. The first means the PHP possesses a web server and web browser. You need to run the web server with a connected PHP installations. So when you're going to write a PHP program, you need to install first web server, and that web server means XAMPP, Apache, Nginx, or a Light PD. So any one server you can install on your computers. Once you install, then you can write a PHP program by using any text editor. The next, you can access the PHP program output with the web browser. By using the web browser, you can see the output of the PHP written program. So to run the PHP program, you have to use the web browser to view the PHP page through the server, and PHP hides the code from the user. As I told you, the PHP hides the code from the user. One example I'm going to give you, that Google search engine. Now Google search engines, whatever information you are typing and that brings in front of you, from where it comes, which server, where it is stored, what code they use to display the information, that we are not able to see. Only we are going to see the output, from where it comes, it is that also we did not know. So if that information is leak out, so anyone can use as a business, and they can do their business like a Google. That's why the Google is hidden all the code behind. So the same way the PHP also hide the code from the users. We are not going to show what type of logic we are using to write the program. So that's why the user don't want to show the logic which is used in the program. For that purpose they are using the PHP. So PHP hypertext preprocessors can hide the codes, and it can be created dynamic web pages. Now we are going to see the features of PHP. Features of PHP. The first feature of PHP is simple. It is very simple and easy to use as compared to other scripting language. Comparing to the JavaScript, JSP, Python, this is very simple. Next feature is interpreted. It is an interpreted language, that is there is no need for compilations. If you are going to see the other programming language, that is C, C++, Visual Basic, VB, so there you are going to compile the program. Once you have written the program, that you are going to compile. While compilation, it shows the error, and in this PHP there is no need to do compilations. So that's why it is an interpreted language. Next feature is faster. It is a faster than other scripting language, that is JSP and ASP. ASP and JSP, comparing to the these two programming language, it is very fast. Then next, source. Open source means you need not pay for use of PHP. You can free download and use. So this PHP is open source. For that you no need to pay and purchase this type of software. It is freely available on the net, so you can freely download and you can use, you can distribute to the others. Next, platform independence. The PHP code will be run on every platform. Platform means what? Operating system. So any operating system you can run the PHP program, that is Linux, Unix, Mac OS 10, Windows, etc. So different platform, this type of PHP preprocessor, hypertext preprocessor can work. Next is case sensitive. PHP is a case sensitive scripting language. While declarations of variable, it is used in the program, it should be same as you have declared. Suppose you have declared the variable A capital, means other place also the capital A. It's not like A small and A capital, that will be two different variables. So you have to keep in your mind, this is a case sensitive. So whatever variable you are going to use for declaring the same variable, you have to use on the another place. In PHP, all keywords, for example if, else, while, echo, etc., the classes, function and user defined functions are not case sensitive. Classes, function and user defined functions are not case sensitive, but the variable of you are going to use, or if else statement, while, echo you are using, that time it should be same. Next, feature of PHP is the error reporting. PHP have some predefined error reporting constants to generate a warning or error notice. So you'll get a error while executing the program. So real-time access monitoring, the next feature of PHP. The PHP provide access logging by creating the summary of recent access for the user. PHP provide access logging by creating the summary of recent access for the user. That is the another feature of PHP. And loosely typed language means PHP support variable uses without declaring its data type, and it will be taken at the time of execution based on the type data has its value. Since the data type are not set in strict sense, we can do things like adding a string to an integer without causing an error. So these are the different features of PHP. So let's see the first sample code of PHP, how we can write the first PHP program. So before writing the PHP program, we must keep in mind the PHP file normally contain the HTML tags. The PHP files normally contain the all HTML tag, that is HTML, head, title, body. So these tags will remain same. So PHP scripting code including the HTML tag. The PHP code is usually enclosed in special start and ending processing instruction. Special start and ending processing instruction, that is question mark with the less than sign. Then you can write PHP, and you are going to end with the question mark and the angular bracket. So this special start and end process you have to keep in your mind. When you're going to start less than and question mark, then you can write PHP, and then you're going to close with the question mark and the greater than sign, that is called the angular bracket. So that allows us to move into out of PHP mode. Even it allows to embed HTML code within the PHP code. All the PHP file have extension .php. Whatever file you are going to save, that file should have an extension PHP. How when you are going to save HTML document, you are going to type the extension HTML. Similar way, here you are going to save the PHP file, that time you are going to use the PHP extension to save the file. If you not use the PHP extension, that code will not run as a PHP hypertext preprocessor. A PHP script can be placed anywhere in the HTML document. In HTML document, anywhere you can place the PHP script. For example, PHP program to display the text hello world. This text you are going to display by using the PHP program. We can use echo to display the text on the web page. So now I'm going to show you how to write the first PHP program. So before writing the first PHP program, we have to install one server. So in that server, I'm going to show you how to download and how to install it. So you have to visit, open any web browser and type here jam server download. So here if you have written jam download, then you will get a link here, download jam. You have to click on the download jam. It will show you the download page. So jam is an easy to install Apache distribution containing PHP and Perl. Okay, this server will contain all the database which is needed in your PHP program. So here different versions are there. Jam for Windows 7.234. So these are the different versions are given here. Jam for Linux is given, and Jam for OS is given. So we need to install for the Windows. So you are going to select any versions of the Jam server. So there are different versions are given here: 7.2, 7.3 and 7.4. So click on this version. Before that, you are going to check your operating systems, whether you are having 30-bit operating systems or 64-bit operating system. How to check that 34 or 64? You have to go to the start, and here my computer will be there. So go to the computer, right click, go to the properties, and then find out your system type. The system type is 64-bit operating system, then you have to install 64-bit, otherwise you have to go for the 32-bit operating system. So 64-bit operating systems is there, then you can download 64-bit, otherwise 32-bit operating systems jam server you are going to install. So here I am having 64-bit operating system, that's why I am downloading 64-bit operating system. Once you click on the download, the exe file will be displayed. This download file you are going to save on your computer, so click on save file. Once you click on the save file, the process will start saving the file. So here this way you can download the jam server. I already download and install. So once again I am showing you how to install it, then close this one. I already downloaded, so no need to download once again. So I'm going again where the downloaded file is stored in my computer. In the download place it is. So here it is. Here is the file which is downloaded, jam server. So double click on this file. Once you double click on that file, it will ask you, do you want to run this file? So click on the run. Once you click on the run, your jam server will start installing on your computer. So your server is installing. Setup for jam. Welcome to the jam setup wizard. Click on the next. Then select the component you want to install and clear the components you do not want to install, and click when you are ready to continue. So here you keep as it is and click on next, and then the place where you are going to install the jam server in your computer. So here it is installing on C drive, C:\jam, and click on next. The selected folder is not empty, please select a different folder. So here why this message came, because I already installed a jam server. So here you just click on the next and finish it. So once you install this server, then you will get the folder, jam folder on C drive. Now go to the computer and click on C drive and see here the jam server folder is there. Once it is installed successfully, then you will see the jam server folder on C drive. Open this jam folder and then go to the htdocs, this folder, double click on it, open it, and here you are going to create a new folder. Here you are going to create a new folder by right clicking and going to the new option and click on folder. Once you get a new folder, give the name project. I'm creating the new folder name project. Once you created the folder name project, double click and open it. Once you open this, then right click and go to the new and create text file, that is called first PHP program. You are going to text editor, you are going to open over here. So double click over here and open the text notepad or any other text editor and save your file. Now I open the notepad, so you can open also notepad and write the first program by using your HTML tag. So I'm using the first HTML tag, that is !doc_type HTML. Okay, then HTML, then you can use the next tag, body tag, and in the body tag I am writing h1 tag. Why I use h1 tag? Because I want to print the text in big. So I'm writing my first PHP page by using h1 tag. So close the h1 tag, and then I'm going to use the PHP tag. As I told you that we are going to use special start and end processing instructions while creating the PHP program, that is angular bracket then question mark, and then we are going to write PHP, and then we can use the echo word to display the text on the web page. Which text you are going to write in double inverted code? I am writing in hello world, hello world, double inverted code complete. Once you finish writing, then use the semicolon, and then use the end processing. End processing, we are going to use the question mark and the greater than sign, so that is called the angular brackets. Once you finish that, then close the body tag and then close HTML tag and save this file. Go to the file, click on save, and give the name my first PHP page, my first PHP page, and give the extension .php and save it and close this text editor. Now see, you have saved your file over here, my first PHP dot my first page .php. This program you already written and save. Now how to run this program? Close this and open the browser. To run the PHP program, you are going to write here local host, then slash, where you save that PHP program, that folder name project, and press enter key. Once you press the enter key, you will see the list of the PHP program. So name and the modified date, when you created, what time you created, that web page will be displayed here. So PHP page, my first PHP page.php. Just now I have created this PHP program file. So click on this PHP program, you will get a output, my first PHP page, hello world. So this way you can run the PHP program. So simple process is there, like a HTML. While creating the PHP program, once again I repeat the step how you to execute PHP program. First type the program which is given to you and save that program with the .php extensions. Once you save, then create a folder with your name or the project in the jam server. Okay, once you create it in the jam server, save the file over there, and once you save, go to the browser and type over there localhost and the project folder name and press the enter key. Once you press the enter key, you will see the list of the list of file on server directory. Select your PHP file, it will display the output of first PHP program. So this way you can write a PHP programs. Those students having the computer at home, they can practice by installing the jam server on your computer and then create a PHP program file. Those students does not have a computer at home, for them I'm going to give you the video file links for Android. They can write a PHP program on their mobile by watching that video files and installing the khsweb.apk file, Android editor. These two files you are going to install on your mobile and you can start writing the PHP program on your mobile, so you will get output on your mobile if you don't have the computer at home. So I hope you understood this first program, how to write by using Notepad PHP program on your computers. Thank you.